Hello, my name is Eric Campbell, and I am a digital cinematography student. This is my interview with Fred Taupey Jr. at Curé Portal Restaurant in Leesville, Louisiana. Hope you enjoy.
Right after film school, I finished film school about 2004 in the city of Orange, Chapman University. That's in Orange, California. I moved up to LA and worked in the film industry for about 2 years. I started off doing mostly logging and transcribing footage for reality shows, Renovate My Family, and I worked for The Apprentice and a couple more. I worked for a couple of documentaries doing the same stuff. Originally and still, film has always been entertainment, to the point that when it first started in the first part of the 20th century, film was looked upon as trash. It wasn't considered art at all. To the point that there are famous important directors whose films we've lost because of this. I believe Howard Hawks has a lot of films that have been lost because I guess they just threw them away, and or remade them, and we see that in a couple of his films. However, as we went on, film has also become art, and it's also it's impossible to exclude film from our culture now, especially American culture. When World War II happened, it destroyed the European film industry, especially Italy, but also I suppose a little bit of France. And America really dominated the film industry to the point that that's our calling card to the world, fortunately and unfortunately too. I think both on two different levels at least, for the consumer and for the filmmaker. I think that for the consumer, it's helped them the most. We can get online and constantly find there's no shortage of something to watch, whether it's cable or video on demand, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, etc. YouTube. I watch movies on YouTube sometimes through my TV, through my Xbox on my TV. It's given them complete access to a lot of stuff. Well, I think there are some particular imagery, but there's also the idea of using images more often in filmmaking. There's that one meme of Ned Stark from Game of Thrones. The poor guy, he died the first season. Spoiler alert, sorry. He died the first season, but we constantly see that meme. The original quote was, "Brace yourself, winter is coming," and now it's "Brace yourself," and you fill in the blank. Brace yourself, Friday is coming, whatever, okay? And that meme is constantly put up, constantly reminding us of the show. The same with, there's a Pulp Fiction meme too, of Samuel Jackson, when he says, "Say what again?" And it's a fill in the blank again, and you just fill in say whatever again. Say whatever we've heard too much. Like right now, we've heard about too much NFL violence, too much of Ferguson, Missouri. We've heard say what again? So that, and also that has a lot to do with our culture. Just to see that these little bits and pieces that these filmmakers put in there, we can use that as expression. I think that's important too. So those are constant images that we keep on seeing. Favorite style of visual art? I don't think there's a particular style. I think there's a lot of elements I like that I would like that I think that I would like to make that part of my style. And one of them is color. I love color. I like the color of old Hammer horror movies and a lot of classic films. I like Terminator 2, but I think that it's too blue. If you look at it, there's whole scenes where there's a very blue tint to the whole thing. And you see that in some horror movies, low-budget horror movies. They have a blue tint or a green tint for the whole movie. Saving Private Ryan is the same way. It's got a very bleached look, especially in the beginning. It looks very bleached out. I think we've talked a lot about the surplus of low-budget movies that has been happening probably since the turn of the century, the 2000. I think that it's becoming easier and easier to make movies, but I don't think that a lot of those people have enough education in film and art to to succeed permanently as filmmakers. And I think by doing so they could. I think that just kind of as an example, two things. When I went to film school and I took cinematography, which I hate cinematography. I struggle. I just don't know it well enough. That's a field I want to just immerse myself into if I'm going to do it, and it's not for me. But we studied cinematography by looking at old art, old paintings from the masters, and we studied where the light was coming from, and how the painter is using light on a still image. It was amazing to even think about that.